Don't worry. I'm not going to do anything to alarm you. Do you mind if I join you? Mint Humbug?
Are you police?
No. I'm far too old for the police force. I used to be a nurse. Now I'm just your average person out doing their shopping. Go on. Take one. My name's Geraldine, by the way. What's yours?
John. Now leave me alone.
Good view you've got up here, John.
I suppose so.
Probably not the safest place to be, though.
I'm okay here. What are you doing here anyway? You're not supposed to be up here.
Well, neither are you. I saw you on the stairs and you looked worried. I was concerned, so followed you.
I'm fine.
You don't look fine. At your age, you should be out having fun, not moping around feeling miserable. How old are you? 25? That was when I got married. I had 2 chaps propose to me that year, and like an idiot, I said yes to the wrong one. Are you married?
No.
Girlfriend?
Yes.
Well, why don't you give her a call? Have a little chat about whatever's on your minds.
I can't. I've done something stupid. Something bad.
Everybody does bad things. We're humans. I've done some terrible things.
An old lady like you. What could you have done?
I haven't always been that old, you know. I was young once. I haven't spent my whole life having coffee mornings and knitting. I've got drunk, smoked pot, been in fast cars, all the things you young people do now.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
I'm 72. I'd like to think I've got a few years left.
Well, I'm sure you have. You look quite good for your age.
Well, don't look too closely or you'll see all the wrinkles. So why don't you tell me what you've done? Then I'll tell you what I've done, if you like, my dark secret, and you'll see if it isn't worse.
I can't. Well, you'll only lecture me anyway, so...
I promise I won't. Think of me as a friend, not a judge.
My dad is.
Is what? A friend?
A judge. That's his job. A High Court judge.
But you're still his son. He might not approve of what you've done, but I'll bet he'll still want to help you.
I've let him down. I've let everyone down.
Oh, don't be too hard on yourself. We can have a quiet little chat about it, just you and me.
I can't. It's no good. Look, you're a nice lady and you've tried to help me, but it's too late. I'm sorry, Geraldine.
John, no.
It's for the best.
You're young. You're smart. You've got so much going for you. Don't throw it all away.
I don't deserve to live anymore.
John, listen. I got struck off for having sex with a patient.
What? But you seem so nice.
Did I? Well, now you know I'm not as pure as the driven snow either.
Why'd you do it?
Oh, lust, of course. I was a middle-aged married woman working in A&E. And this young chap came in this evening with a football injury. Only it turned out he wasn't badly injured after all, just a nasty bruise. I fancied him, he fancied me, and before you knew it, we were at it in the treatment room. Matron caught us, and that was it. Now, will you come away from the edge, please?
But you could have been locked up for that, couldn't you?
Perhaps. Don't know. I think I could have had a lecture from your dad. So why don't you tell me what's going on with you?
I can't. I'm too ashamed. What did your husband do?
He didn't throw me out. I wish he had now. Would have saved a lot of trouble later on. But John, you can talk to me. I won't tell anyone unless you want me to.
I don't know. All right. It'll be common knowledge soon anyway. I've stolen some money.
Well, how much money?
A lot of money. Over £100,000 from a bank where I work. I transferred the money into a savings account. Just a couple of hundred at a time to start with, then more and more when nobody noticed, and only now they found out. I'll go to prison for sure. Just think, my dad might have sent some of the other prisoners there.
Could you pay it back? Well, that way you might get a shorter sentence.
No, I've spent it all, every last penny.
£100,000 is a lot of money to spend. I'd struggle to know what to spend it on. Where did it all go?
I don't know. Cars, clothes, whatever. I wanted everyone to think that I was doing really well, that I was on a really good salary. I told them I was going to get promoted soon, but actually I'm still on the lowest grade. Everyone I knew was doing really well, and I was ashamed.
You've nothing to be ashamed about. Everybody has to start somewhere.
I suppose so.
John, I know it won't be easy, but hand yourself in. Yes, I'm afraid you might have to go to prison for a year or two, but you could be out then. You could have another 60 years ahead of you. A year out of that doesn't seem such a lot, does it?
If I went to prison, would you visit me?
If you'd like me to. I expect your family will want to, and your girlfriend.
I haven't actually got a girlfriend. I made her up. I've never had a girlfriend, and I'm never likely to get one now, am I?
Oh, I'm sure you will, a handsome chap like you.
So what now?
We go to the police station now. I'll come with you if you like. And let's get down off this bloody roof. It's freezing up here. Where are you really going to jump?
Yes. No, I don't know.
I don't think you really wanted to. You just had a lot on your mind and no one to talk to.
Maybe. Would you really go with me?
Of course.
Thanks. You're a good person.
You might not think that when you've heard my story.
But I've heard your story.
About being struck off. That's not what I was going to tell you.
But you said it was something really bad.
Well, I told you that to distract you, to stop you from jumping. It's true, mind you. I've never told anyone what I'm going to tell you now.
You don't have to, if you don't want to.
Yes, I do. I promised. And I want to show you there are far worse things than what you've done.
So what is it?
I killed my husband.
Pardon?
I killed my husband. He was violent and controlling, and I needed him out of my life.
You murdered him? You could have just left him. You didn't have to kill him.
Yes, I know. I thought about it so many times and never thought I actually would. And then one day after he hit me, I just snapped and did it.
Or was it self-defense then?
No, not really. More like revenge, I suppose. I just had enough. I hit him over the head with a hammer and threw his body off the cliff into the sea. For weeks I worried it would get washed up somewhere, but it never did. So now you know. Everybody does bad things.
God, I couldn't live with myself if I'd done that. Didn't you feel guilty?
Yes, every day. So many times I thought about handing myself in. I'm sorry to burden you with this, John. I expect you hate me now.
You've taken a life. I don't know what to think.
You're going to hand me in?
I don't know. I ought to.
Perhaps you should. I deserve to be punished for it. And now that I finally told someone, it seems even worse. Like it was all just happened yesterday rather than 20 years ago.
You're scaring me now. Get away from the edge.
I know exactly what was going through your mind now. Just one step and all my troubles will be over. No more lies, no more guilt, no more worrying that I'm going to get found out.
Geraldine, please no.
Just look away for a moment, John.
But you can't. You're my friend. I'd miss you.
You don't need friends like me. I'm a bad person.
Please, you're not. He deserved it. He used to hit you.
No, you were right. I didn't have to kill him. I could have walked away.
You don't have to jump, though.
You don't know what it's like. Every day thinking about what I did. Hearing the sound of his skull smashing, seeing the bloodstain getting bigger and bigger.
Stop it.
You have to know, John. You have to know what I was capable of.
But that was years ago. You're a different person now. You couldn't do anything like that now. I know you couldn't.
I'm still a killer.
Only because he was violent. Look, when I get out of prison, I could come in and visit you. You could tell me all about the fast cars you had when you were young. It would be nice, just having a chat, you know, like friends.
That's very sweet of you, John.
Anyway, you promised. You promised to go with me to the police station. I'm going to tell them about the money, and I want you to be there with me.
Yes, you're right. A promise is a promise. Come on then, let's get down from here. It's far too cold. Sorry for putting you through this, John. Let's go to the police station. Are you ready?
I think so.
Do you want to take my arm?
Yes, please.
Right. Let's get it over with.